All right, so it is another day and I'm ready to get some more work done on the RC51. As you can see, it is looking a lot more like an RC51 than it has in the past. So I'm getting excited to see it all come together. Some things I'd like to accomplish today. I would like to run a steel screw through these threads to make sure there's no paint or anything that would cause my aluminum screws that I'm expecting a delivery for. I don't want the heads to spin off just like the last set. So we're gonna try to prep the threads on the gas tank. We are going to, once the gas cap is installed, we're gonna run the engine and make sure that the oil level drops to the appropriate level. I put in 4 quarts. I think it calls for a little over 4, and it's showing above the line right now. I'm expecting some of the oil to flow into the oil filter, so that level should drop. What else do I want to accomplish today? I'm expecting some new levers. The bike was dropped by the previous owner, so these levers feel a little bit bent, both the clutch and the front brake. So I'm expecting new levers, and we're still waiting on the tail light and the turn signals. And I have yet to receive a tracking number for a replacement windscreen. I'm gonna give this guy a couple more days. I gave him till Monday to respond with a tracking number. He said he would send a new one, so let's see if he keeps his word. But I received some packages a few moments ago, so let's go ahead and get them open. All right, let's go ahead and get into this first package. I believe this is the front brake and the clutch levers. That's what they feel like anyway. I ordered the black clip or the black adjuster with the silver color. So let's see if they got it right. And it looks like they did. And they look to be in pretty good shape. That'll work for me. That looks to be the clutch, I think. And this appears to be the brake. Cool. All right, check 1. We are good to go. Now, what else did we get? I want to guess this is probably my new gas tank hardware for the gas cap. Nice, this is early. This is my, here are the relay, or the resistors I mean, for the flashers. But this is my smoked integrated tail light. Very nice. Too cool. So I believe it mounts like so. All right, that's exciting. We'll be able to get the tail light done today, it looks like. Well, that's interesting. So I was like, am I missing something here? But it looks like they were probably using a let's set them side by side. So here's your stock setup, and here's your aftermarket. At first I thought I was missing a cap or something, and I dropped it. First I thought I was missing a cap or something, but that doesn't come out. That's not a cap. So I think that's just how it goes. But anyways, cool. Let's get it mounted. All right, so at first I thought I was gonna have to, wire everything individually and start cutting, factory connectors, which I wasn't too happy about. I was gonna use these guys so I didn't actually have to cut the connectors off. However, I noticed some commonality actually between the bulb and the shape of the connector that came from the, or came with rather, the aftermarket integrated taillight. This guy right here. I was about to just snip this off, but I was like, well, wouldn't it be nice if this just plugged into the existing harness? And sure enough, it does. I just tested it. The running light, tail light, and license plate light all work perfectly. So now I've just got to wire in the left and right turn signals, which are these. And the previous owner already had some custom wiring going on. So these are just going to be a crimp and splice, and we should be good to go. Just finished up the integrated taillight installation, and man, it is super clean. So here's how it looks for those that are curious or are thinking about buying one. That's the running light, taillight, and there's LEDs underneath to illuminate your license plate. And let's see if I can get this while squeezing the brake. I hope that's in perspective. I can't really see. And then let's go ahead and run the turn signals. And this is without resistors. So it's got a pretty fast flash, but honestly, it doesn't bother me. So I'm gonna be keeping it at this setting. But yeah. Overall, I'd say it's a pretty positive review. Really easy to install. I think it looks great, super clean. And when the bike is off, I really like the look of it. Smoked out, stealthy. And you'll notice on my 2008 ZX-10R, I also have a smoked out integrated taillight. So I'm a very big fan of these, or of this style. So I would encourage anyone who's on the fence about it, definitely go for it. I think it looks great. So now we're gonna move on to the levers. So right now we've got the silver levers, aluminum with the red adjuster, and they're a little bent. And we're gonna be swapping them with these. I think they're gonna look a little bit better. There's your side-by-side comparison. So yeah, let's do that. And at the same time, I am also going to be installing the Cycle Gear knurled black, I think they're black anodized bar ends. So yeah, these were, I don't know if the price is still on it. I think I got them for about 12 bucks, 13 bucks. Yeah, there you go. Speed metal knurled bar ends. So I'm going to be installing these at the same time I'm doing the levers. So let's do it. So it's starting to get late and Amazon hasn't dropped off anything else, so I think we're gonna call it a day. We got the new levers installed, the new knurled bar ends installed. We got our integrated tail light installed. So I've got everything pushed away to the side so we can pull my wife's car in, and hopefully we get that gas cap hardware tomorrow. And we can fill this thing in, fire it up, and then I just wanna double check that oil level, make sure that everything drops to the right spot, and then I'll put on the rest of the fairings. However, I am waiting for the turn signals. I think those are supposed to arrive tomorrow or early next week. I can't recall. But either way, we should be just about done with this thing. So only a few more parts. And of course, the windscreen still sitting over here. If I don't hear from the guy by Monday, I'm just going to return it and order another one. But all right, signing off for today. All right, it is a new day, and the fuel cap hardware finally arrived. At least that's what I think it is. Let's double check. Very lightweight box. And I believe it is the hardware. Let's check. Wow, you've got to be kidding me. You've got to be joking. So they sent me an open package. This is just, oh my goodness. Well, I thought we were going to be able to run the motorcycle today, but apparently not. They mailed us an empty box. All right, so Amazon just showed up with another package. This is the same day. These are the turn signals, the front turn signals, if I had to guess. So the last clip we were opening up the hardware for the gas cap. So unfortunately, I called Amazon and they said we're gonna have to wait until, they don't do one-day shipping on that item. Normally they would expedite a new set, but for some reason it wasn't working. So they're going to be getting it sent out within the next 2 to 3 days. So hopefully it's 2, not 3, but you know, the week's about to start back up, and you know, let's hope for the best. So let's go ahead and open this up. Let's see what we are working with. All right, LED lighting, smoked. I like the way they look, actually. These look pretty cool. I want to hold them up to the bike and get a better perspective, but I think these will probably end up looking pretty good on the bike. So I just put the bike away and pulled my wife's car back in because I didn't expect to receive these until tomorrow, but I guess now I've got an excuse to be in the garage this evening. So time for the car to get moved. So that is the sequence I have to go through whenever I start working on the bike again. But looks like we are ready to get some work done, so let's grab those turn signals. All right, so after holding the turn signals up to the bike, I determined I really don't like the way that the turn signals with stocks look. It just kind of looks like random ears sticking out from the side of the bike. I'm more of a flush mount turn signal kind of guy, and this bike looks like it could really use some flush mounts. So I'm gonna have to return these, unfortunately. They are cool, but I think they'd be better suited for like a supermoto or something like that. Since we're still waiting on the windscreen and the gas tank hardware, I'm not in a huge rush, so I wanna make sure that I finish off the look of the bike the way that I want. So tomorrow I'll be making some returns, and tonight I'll be getting some more stuff on order.